Dr.K.KARPAGAMBIGAI, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, Dr.K.KARPAGAMBIGAI, College of Arts and Science. Now we are going to see about the business research method subject. The topic is data interpretation. So after collecting the data, we have to analyze and process and interpret the results in the pictorial representation. So the first one, importance of data interpretation. First one, helps in decision making. Here we have to convert the data into meaningful information to the public. First, decision making. When we take a decision, we have to follow the raw data into converted into meaningful information data. That data will be helpful for the researcher to take decisions. Next one, validate research objectives. So here we frame the objectives already. For that we frame the hypothesis. So in the findings, in the data interpretation, we have to compare whether our objectives and the hypothesis are true or disproved. So this data helpful for the researcher for further process. Next one, support conclusion. Yes, here we are converting the findings and recommendation. So these recommendations and findings will helpful for the researcher to take better conclusions. Next one, improves understanding. So when we for our data interpretation, we have to use the tables, charts, diagrams, bar graphs, etc. So this will be easily helpful for the researcher to accept the understand the information thoroughly. Next, we are going to see about the features of data interpretation. First one, use of statistical tools. With the help of the statistical tools like percentage, average, ANOVA, regression, correlation, standard deviations, chi-square test. These are the statisticals used by the researcher when we go for a data interpretation. This statistical tools helpful for the researcher to find the easily converted into data. Next one, clarity. The clarity is most important for the data interpretation. So it is easily, clearly conform the messages given by the researcher. Next, comparative nature. Here we have to compare the nature, whether existing data and predictive data. This will helpful for the researcher. We have to compare past record and present record with future analysis. Next one, methods and techniques of data interpretation. This is under the subdivision. What methods we are using while data interpretation is first one, graphical representation. Here we have to use this some graphical representative easily understand by the others. For example, when we get data for the 5 bases, that 5 bases data will be implemented by the through charts or bar diagrams. This will be easily understood by the others. So we have to use this some graphical representation. Next is statistical analysis. We have to analyze the data with mean, median, mode, correlation, regression. So this data will be helpful for the researcher to easily get the data from the statistical tools used by the person. Next, qualitative interpretation. We have to give a clear interpretation to the society because the qualitative data is must compare to the quantitative data. Qualitative data is the valid for the persons, those who are used, those are done by the research. The next one, advantages of data interpretation. First one, improves accuracy. The data interpretations provides accuracy of data because the researcher collected from the respondent that data is an accuracy. Next, used for forecasting. We have to analyze the present data with the future forecasting, whether we can go for or not. We have to analyze, we have to predict the data based on the opinions given by the respondents. Next one, enhance research quality. So we have to accept the qualitative data and also quantitative data. Here the respondent's opinion will be vary from the person to person. So we take all the decisions. That will be a qualitative data. Some disadvantages of data interpretation is first one, risk of misinterpretation. When we are using the misinterpretation, the decision also misplaced because the interpretation is a very much important. also other knowledge. Then only we can able to analyze the data space. Next one, time consumed. It will take a long time to collecting the data, interpreting the results. Next, bias possibility. Personal opinion will be affected by the personal bias. Next one, depends on the data quality. Qualitative data is the most important. Poor quality data leads to poor results. So these are the data interpretation. Thank you.